Hey, Believe Nation, we are live. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday is my YouTube day. So I'm making new videos for the channel, strategizing some changes I'm making. I'm pretty excited. It's been a pretty fire morning. Been working on some new thumbnail strategies, some new marketing strategies all around YouTube that I'm always excited by. They don't always go somewhere. They don't always work. A lot of the stuff that I try, a lot of them don't work, right? I mean, that's just part of testing. A lot of them don't work. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Nina. But that's part of the fun, right? That's part of the fun. You do it, you see how it goes, and all you need is one. I mean, I had one video that was getting 80 views a day, and it's like a 4 or 5 year old video. All we did was change the thumbnail around, and boom, it's now getting 12 to 15,000 views a day. From 80 views a day to 12 to 15,000 views, a 4 or 5 year old video, same video, didn't change the video, just swapped out the thumbnail, from 80 views to 12 to 15,000. Crazy, right? That's the power of just the testing. Anyway, I want to bring you guys in, want to try to bring some value. I see Anna L Renee. Let's bring her in. Let's see what we got. L's Alchemy. That's like pretty cool. Hey.
Hey there, Evan. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. Thank you for asking. I'm doing fantastic, honestly. Thank you for having me on here.
Where are you based? Where's home?
So for me, it's Maryland.
Oh, okay. We're not that
Maryland,
far.
yeah.
I'm Toronto.
Yeah, East Coast.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah. You doing well?
Yeah, I'm doing well. This is actually not too difficult for me. I'm an introvert, so just being home all day working is super comfort zone. This is fun for me, but I know it's hard for a lot of people.
Well, congratulations. I'm actually just really thankful to just take this time to pause and reflect and really just skyrocket to the next level. And for me, being on this IG live means so much. But I really want to just dive into it if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's go. What do you got?
Awesome. So I am in the healthcare field, and for me, I kind of first and foremost, let me just say how much Built to Serve has made an impact in me and my children's lives.
Wow.
So
cool.
Thank you, Evan, Carmichael, and the team. So again, I'm in the healthcare field, and I'm just starting business, getting online. And I think for me, Evan, what seems to be needing more support around is creating content. I really feel like I'm in that place where I get in my way more than I need to. And my specific question is, what are the key elements in writing content to your community without being too wordy? I feel like I have this, and I'm not affirming it, but I feel like I have this blockage when it comes to, like, if I try, then I'll fail. And I'm not affirming it, but I've realized that as an insight, and I want to drill down further. And because you've soared and really pushed past a lot of your fears, and I think it's something that we never really get away from, but it's just part of who we are. And I really want to create content, but I don't want to get overwhelmed. And I feel like the overwhelming part is what's kind of stopping the progress. It's just a two-part, but I'm going to focus more on just what are the key elements of writing content without getting overwhelmed and not getting it lost once you put it out there.
Okay, so you started on, there's a couple things in here. This is great, and I can sense your warm heart and your desire to do good and to help people. It's amazing.
Thanks, Evan.
What are you afraid of? You started off with failure. What are you afraid of it? What does failure look like for you in this scenario?
Just unpacking so much when I was actually doing the inner work with Built to Serve. A little bit about me. My mother, she was sick. She was in the hospital a lot from the ages of 6 to 12, and I don't really think I had that much support. So we're from Brazil, and from there, it just really created a barrier with writing. And I remember receiving writing assignments back, and it'd be completely red because of the structure and the grammar. I think that really set something on me. It set like on a landing page that really doesn't serve me to this day.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where that you know, where I feel like if I do try, I'm going to disappoint. If it's too much, you know, am I really being authentic? Am I being heartfelt? I want to be simple, but I also want to provide value. And I think for me, it's always been being around others. Like, I get super excited. I love people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that being an entrepreneur, you do have to kind of drill down and focus on the mission, because you have so many different emotionally charged moments in the day. And then I've got children. So I really want to grow in that space without feeling like I'm taking away from myself, being drained by creating all this valuable content, you know, redundant, and at the same time, um, helping others.
Yeah. Okay. So a couple of things there. First off, I mean, you're super eloquent. You're speaking in perfect grammar. You know, if I close my eyes, I wouldn't have even guessed that you were born in a different country. You know, it's easy to understand you. Whatever happened to you, you know, 6 to 12 and not writing, I'm sure you're a lot better than you used to be, right? I don't think if you were to write something today, you'd have it all scratched out, read by some, you know, grammar teacher.
I know.
So that being said, it's diving in. I mean, your first post could even be talking about how you struggled with writing, why you're afraid of disappointing people. A lot of people can relate to it, whether it's inside of writing or something else.
Right.
That's the vulnerability that's going to make people super connect to you, that you're afraid of X and you're getting through it by facing it.
Yeah.
I'm facing it. And if you keep writing, it's going to be less of an issue, right? The first one's going to be super scary, and then the next one's going to be a little bit easier, and then a little bit easier.
Yeah.
For the overwhelm, I would just calendar it in your day. So just before this, right, I have to post. So I'm doing my Best Life 30 challenge right now. We're 30 days of videos. Yeah. So today's day 7 or 8.
Okay.
Anyway, every day we've got to create the newsletter for anybody who's signed up for the program. We've got to post social media, all this stuff that has to happen. This is kind of a big deal for what we're doing. So every day I block off half an hour of my time to get it done, because otherwise my time will get filled with everything else. And what I did was at the beginning find myself at, you know, 10:30, 11 at night saying, oh, we haven't done the Instagram post, or we haven't done the newsletter. I got to send it off. So just before I went live with you, that was my half an hour. Getting everything set up for tonight's Built This Best Life 30 post. Right. And so it goes out. So you dedicate half an hour. If it's every day, then make it count every day. But if it's every 3 days, then it's every 3 days. So you put it in your calendar. You want to start creating content that's going to help people and serve them. Absolutely. You give yourself half an hour to do it. And you put a fixed window on it, because otherwise you could spend 8 hours on it and keep revising and keep looking at it again and keep going back to it and never like press post. Because it's got to be perfect. Because it's got to be perfect. And then it never is. And then you like revise and revise and revise. So, and I'm a recovering perfectionist myself. The way I get through is with deadlines. So I'm making videos today and they have to get done. And if I don't get them done, you know, that's not an option. Like I've made videos with my neck broken, with my voice gone. I'm holding up signs that say the words, because videos have to get up. Because if you give yourself an infinite timeline, it's going to take you infinity time to actually do it. So you and then this becomes where you need to be a little more gentle on yourself. So you say, I'm going to spend half an hour today to work on my content. And if that's 3 times a week, that's an hour and a half a week. You have an hour and a half a week to be able to work on your content. Absolutely. You can structure it, right? And kids and life and yes, but you can structure it so that you have time to be able to do it. That's how you avoid the overwhelm. And then you sit down and you think about what you want to make, whether that's a video, whether that's a written post, whether that's a coaching session, something. And then at the end of the half an hour, you press post. And it's not going to be perfect. And at the beginning, it doesn't matter. Nobody's even watching yet anyway. Right? It's not like there's a million people who are going to watch and say, you suck. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. right?
No. Yeah,
So this is good. It's good practice to get your reps in
it is.
to get it going. So you give yourself half an hour to create the content, and then whatever you come up with, even if you come up with nothing, like you sitting there against a blank screen,
Okay.
that's what you post. I promised myself I'd have half an hour to write today. Nothing comes to mind, and I'm just worried I'm going to disappoint you guys. But I'm keeping my commitment to post because I said I would post.
Post. It feels good. Just even, I mean, even conveying it, it feels like, like what was the big deal? I think just being able to go through the inner work and actually sit in that and really work from that place, but stay in that clear positive vibration. And I think really working on implementing effective strategies throughout the day to really keep me moving in that momentum. The paradigm is definitely been has definitely changed since starting the book and completing the book. So I think that it's just amazing to be able to be on this mission. For me, I'm really moving in that direction to speak and teach and educate others around implementing massage therapy for optimal health. And it's important to me to really, like, I see it. I see how, just helping someone transform and awaken themselves to knowing that just through these simple steps, you know, they can feel better. But I want everyone to believe in themselves. I want everyone to just understand that it takes a lot of inner work. People expect healing to be this place of just meditating, but there's this unpacking and there's the work. There's the fact that, yeah, I mean, we all have these lizard brains, and so you have to kind of just do what's scary. And I just really feel like being here with you and on this platform has created that momentum, and we we all have to keep going. And so that's why I just really appreciate your time, because this time here is now. And
Well, you're getting love in the chat. People saying Learjetta, she has so much potential. Steven Scoggins saying you got this, L. Post, sis. People want to see it.
I got it.
And
Really.
listen, the thing that helps me too is shifting your mind. So when you're sitting down to create and the voices start coming in, lizard brains you call it, and then saying I'm not good enough, what am I going to write? The thing that really helps me is shifting the service. You have knowledge that other people could benefit from, right?
Yeah.
You've gone through stuff. You're an expert at some things, not everything, but at some things that can help people who are struggling and suffering right now. It's selfish not to share it. It's not even about you. It's not about you. It's about who's receiving the message. It's about the people on the other side. Even if it's 8 people who see it, it might be one of the 8 who then that opens their eyes a little bit or plants a seed that in 3 months makes a major life change because of that video or that post or that picture, whatever you made. And so the way to get out of your head is remind yourself, this isn't even about me. What am I doing? This is about, and it can help if you visualize somebody. This is about Sarah. This is about Susan. This is about Jack, Jimmy, or one of your followers or friends. I used to do that a lot at the beginning. I imagined a buddy of mine who was always struggling, and I just imagined I'm making this video for him. I'm making this, like, I pictured him in my head, and then I sat down and I made the video. Now I'm fortunate we get so many people and comments and everything. But at the beginning, that's super helpful. So I still use that whenever I'm nervous, whenever I feel overwhelmed, whenever I have the perfectionist gene kind of popping back up. I just remind myself, this is about the audience. It's about who's going to receive this message. I have knowledge I can share. Right? I was speaking at an event in January, just my last event, I think, before all the COVID stuff, crazy stuff happened, and I was on stage. David Goggins was before me. If you know David Goggins.
Not yet.
Not yet. David Goggins is like maybe one of the most intense humans alive. Just nuts. And then after me was Peyton Manning, who's maybe the greatest quarterback of all time, but one of the greatest, if not the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And then I'm there in the middle. It's like I got to go between David Goggins and Peyton Manning. Are you kidding me? What am I gonna share? And like all the voices, right?
Yeah.
And then I look at the audience and I just remind myself, well, I got stuff that these guys don't know, right? Peyton
Right.
Manning doesn't know how to post a YouTube video, right? Like I can go in and share a lot of value that these guys can't share. And I made it about, I want to help these people in the audience in what I know can help them in a way that David Goggins and Peyton Manning can't, right?
Right.
So it's the same thing. Like it's easy for you to look at everybody else is posting content and they're better than me and they're more natural and they just write better than I do or whatever. It's not even about the comparison. It's not about you trying to be better than somebody else.
No.
It's the fact that you've got lessons that people could benefit from. And then I shift to like, well, now it becomes your responsibility, your duty to step up and to serve and to help. Because the way you say it might hit them in such a way that then they finally hear the message, even if they've heard it before, but hearing it from you with your voice and that timing, that one video or that one post might be the thing that makes the whole shift in their life.
Except, I think it really feels great to hear that, you know, because for me, I really love how, I think when you said just by continuing and just being consistent and persistent, it really, not only does it's not really getting caught up on the outcome. It's just really who I'm becoming. And I think that's really where that stretch and growth is for me. And also being responsible to provide amazing, content, but with confidence, right? I think it's just always going to be a part of my life work. And really being in that fullest potential, because I think it's really, it's already done. You know, I think sometimes I just get caught up with like, where do you start and everything.
So
but
you said there were confidence, and I would release yourself from the burden of having to always be confident.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're not confident, that's a great video in itself, or a great post.
Yeah,
you could go on and you can make a quick story and say, I want to be perfect. I want to be confident, but I'm not feeling it today. Or I'm super nervous about how my hair looks, or how do I look good in purple, or what, I don't know, whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Whatever's going through your head. Cause that's actually right. There's a comment here, Island Guy 74, saying I can feel her authentic heart, which I think is going to be your superpower. Like I would swap out confident with authentic. As long as you're authentic, you're going to win. If you're trying to be confident, it's going to show that you're not, and you won't feel great either. And now you've got this impossible. There'll be some things that you're absolutely confident in. If I ask you something about health or massage or something, like, oh, you do these 4 things, right? Like and you just know because you've had all this experience doing it. But then if you're venturing into something new, you'll never have confidence in doing something brand new because it's brand new. Yeah. So that landed well. It's the authentic part. You say, like, I'm going to dive into this journey and I'm scared and I'm probably going to suck at the beginning, but here we go. Here we go. Yeah. And keep soaring. And I got Kanye on my wall here, behind me. And one of my favorite lessons from him was like, he had a line where he said, the willingness to try is an inspiration. Yeah. You just getting up there and trying, and me knowing that you're afraid and that you're scared and that you don't know how it's going to work out, but you're still getting up and trying, could inspire others to try something in their life. Like you going off and trying to write a post could inspire somebody else to go pick up the piano or to ask that girl out or to do something else because they see you being scared. It's not about being fearless. It's about summoning the courage to go and do the scary thing. Right? Exactly. If you're fearless, it's because you're just inside your comfort zone and you're not attacking anything new. It's feeling the fear and doing it because of. So swapping out confidence, releasing yourself of the burden of having to be confident in all situations and changing it for just being authentic. I think that's where you win. You've got such a big heart. I see it. The comments are seeing it. Like, and most of the people don't know you, right? I mean, I've never met you before this. The comments are like, who's this new woman? And then in like minutes already, they're feeling the warmth and the heart and the openness and the willingness to serve and the care. So that's going to be your biggest superpower, and also the wall to tear down. Yeah. Because we tend to put up a wall when we're putting up content. perfect version has to show up,
Exactly.
which is going to be the biggest thing that hurts you. Like your
Right.
biggest strength is your heart and your warmth and your sincerity. That has to be echoing through everything you create.
And I want to radiate that. And that's, you know, being here. I want to help, or just, you know, share, believe everywhere I go, on my platforms and everything. So, thank you. You know, it's something that I know that just being here today, I don't know how much, you know, it just is a shift, because I never really had anything as a landing to no one to really believe, not no one ever to believe, but you.
I feel it. I feel it. And you got this giant light behind you, you know, bringing in the light as well. It's great. And
Thank you, Evan.
now it's just about taking this energy and using it to create something. Like the best thing you can do today is just make something. Like after this, whether it's immediately or, you know, in a couple hours, but ideally as soon as possible, you make your first piece of content, whether it's written or video or video, or like a picture. You make your first piece and you post it, and just carry that energy through. And what you said, I want to radiate. That's what, like, try to get into that zone before you create.
Right.
Reminding yourself why you're doing it. I want to radiate love. I want to radiate belief. I want people to chase down their thing. Okay, and now I'm going to go and create whatever.
Yeah.
That will help bust open the walls in your head of having to be confident and having to be perfect and having. If you make a grammatical mistake, it doesn't matter. Like it's the energy that carries the day more than the specific words.
Yeah, I think
Always.
it's yeah, absolutely.
So what's your post gonna? So you're gonna post today. Where are you gonna post?
Exactly.
What platform, and what is it gonna be about?
Okay, so I'm gonna do on IG, and I may do a 5-minute video on YouTube.
Okay.
Simply just 5 daily rituals, success rituals, that I've implemented to help me really get to this place of being able to be on this platform, and or actually even find the book Built to Serve. I think that would be the first post for me. And I don't want to overwhelm myself with the YouTube. I usually see like 30-minute videos, but I'm super excited about just diving in, and seeing how I grow. So I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna post in IG. I'm gonna post in YouTube, and just again, 5 simple tips on, you know, daily success rituals that I've implemented, and I'm gonna share.
That's it. That's the very best thing that you can do is right now.
Really? Oh,
even,
yeah.
Like, shut this off and go make your IG post, your IG video of the 5 rituals, and just keep going through. Treat it like this live. Okay. You know, we've been talking for 22 minutes, 23 minutes. Were we as coherent as we want to be? Maybe. Did we make some mistakes? Probably. Great. Like, just write down what your 5 habits are. Not any points. Just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Write that down, and then pull out the phone or camera, whatever, and just start to record.
And do it.
Just do it, and don't edit it, and don't worry about saying
I have Toastmasters for that.
Right, that's good timing. Don't worry about losing your train of thought. Just come back to it. Treat it like you're talking to somebody, because you're great at talking to people. So treat it like you're talking to somebody. Like somebody came to you and said, "Hey, what are your 5 rituals?"
Yeah.
You say, "You know what? I got 5 killer ones. Here's what they are." And then you just go through them and treat it like a conversation.
Yeah.
And then post. No editing. Post, and then go make your next one. Right? Tomorrow's another one. That's it.
Raw and authentic. Just go for it.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah. That's what's going to carry the day for you. Like, you're not going to win because of your crazy editing skills.
No.
An editor would, right? Somebody who produces videos or wants to be an editor for a living, that's how they're going to win. You're going to win with your heart. So that's your only job, is to lead with your heart, to express authentically. Don't worry about making mistakes or ums or stumbles, and just keep pushing through. Laugh at them. Like, "Oh, I just made a mistake. Great. Let's keep going."
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
That feels good.
Send it to me. I want the DM after you launch it, because I want to check it out.
You're amazing.
All right. So
and for anyone who's ever just, on the fence of just like, can I? Yes, you can. Because Evan, you know, the book Built to Serve has just been an amazing catalyst in moving this pendulum forward. I just want to say thank you. You're awesome. The whole
Appreciate
team.
you. And you got a lot of love again. She's going to help a lot of people.
Thank you,
you
for
got
everyone.
people believing in you. So yes, you can. Go make it happen.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you.
You're
Much
amazing.
love. Send it to me today, the DM.
I will.
Okay.
This is not.
It's
Thank you.
happening. Okay. Much love.
Ciao.
Ciao.